Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche Le. Hey, Dave.
Well, Ben Simmons was the top-rated player in high school and in college. But a fractured bone in his foot cost him his first NBA season. He said, "A lot of people forgot about me. You have to build yourself up again. And for me, I wanted to prove myself again." Kevin, we all agree he's done just that.
He sure has. First NBA All-Star ever out of Australia. Thanks, David. And here, late in the season, a good time now to follow up on our Rookie of the Year race. Which young players have separated themselves as the best of the bunch? And you look at White, you know, there have been moments for him this year, but overall, it just doesn't look like he'll finish near the top of the list.
And I thought at one point he may make a move up those rankings, but he's just never took that next step forward.
You know what? I felt the same way. I mean, he showed the ability to put himself at least among the top 10 rookies, but I just think there were too many stumbles along the way for that to be the case.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Mike Scott out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Thibault in at the shooting guard. And for the Bulls, Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markin and Carter are up front. And it's B in at the point. And Clark, for non-playoff contending teams, really there's nothing to lose. The pressure is gone. You can let it rip, can't you?
Yeah, there's a freedom that you can play with when you don't have the pressure or the expectation of being a playoff team. And sometimes that allows you to play your best basketball because there is nothing to lose.
Now here's Simmons. The pass to Richardson. Embiid trying to break loose. The offensive rebound. And that one's off. He misses his first shot of the game. On the wing, Levine. High, arcing shot, and it's good on the way in.
Nice touch on the floater. Another tool that Levine's developed. I mean, he's becoming a better all-around scorer for sure.
Here's Thibault. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Richardson. Markkanen pulls it in. Simmons against Levine, inside, and that one is good from B.
Boy, a terrific find. Levine plays mostly the 2, but he came into the league as a point guard.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Richardson against Porter. Passes it to Thibault. No good on that one. Now Chicago takes it the other way.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Simmons feeling it out a bit. From deep, Richardson. Rebound by the Bulls. Markkanen's got his 4th rebound in this one. Got it. Nice one there from Levine. Levine's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
You know what you get there? Levine's strong enough now to take on contact. Able to complete the play.
Outside, Simmons. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Look at Philadelphia. They sink a little bit here in the rankings. Still, though, remaining in the top 5.
And right now, Chicago, they've been consistent in their approach, and they found consistency in these rankings. Just a real solid club that puts a good product out on the floor.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach. Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
With Simmons, the closer, the better. I mean, he's confident from this area of the floor.
Here's B, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the stripe. You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Embiid. And that one's good. Thibault. Chicago leading by 4. B, guarded by Simmons. And there's the bucket from B. B's got 8 points.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
And that one's good. Simmons.
When he's sprinting down the court like that to the basket, Simmons is virtually impossible to stop.
B misses in close.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
No good from Simmons. And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Bulls. 4-point game.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Timberwolves in Minnesota. Scott the pass to Thibault. Back to Scott. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Thibault. He's guarded by Markkanen. 2 points. That one goes. The Bulls leading by 4. B, guarded by Simmons. Markkanen passes to B. They double him with Simmons. Outside, Levine. Here's B, trying to get open his corner. No good from B.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on B. That is his first foul of the game. Young's checked in for Wendell Carter. Korkmaz checked in for Philadelphia. Burt comes in for Mike Scott. Now here's Simmons. He's coming off a 22-point game against Minnesota.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
Starter in this league for almost a decade. Thaddeus Young's numbers, Greg, won't blow you away. So what is it that makes him a winning player?
I think it starts with his defense.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Scott. He's out there with Embiid. Simmons is out there with Richardson. And it's Thibault in at the 2-guard spot.
The quickness, the size, the speed of Simmons captivating, especially when he's dribbling the rock.
Here's B. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Embiid.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Both free throws good from B. Mark, we've talked about footwork, but a player's hands, how he catches, how he passes, his use of his hands are huge. And there are a couple guys out there that are great at that.
Kawhi Leonard has got some mitts unlike any other in the league. I mean, he's not that tall. He's long-armed, and his hands are humongous. That ball looks like a tennis ball in his hands. And not only are they big, they're good. He's active with them on defense, and he's very strong in how he handles the ball offensively. You know, I think about a guy in terms of maybe not size, but really good hands. Jokic, his hands are phenomenal.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. Now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hanno Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me on the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude. David, thanks. Kicks it out to Richardson. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Richardson's got the lead up to 12 now for the 76ers. last game for Chicago, it was a loss to Denver.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on B. That's his third foul of the game.
And already his third foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the third quarter.
Here's Thibault. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Shoots from 14.
Just doesn't seem to have it here in the second quarter.
Scott can't get it to go. B, the pass to Markkanen. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
And a really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
It sure did, and they got a lot of scoring from their bench, Greg, and I think that really was the crucial difference.
No good from B. The 76ers leading by 12. Here's Simmons. Oh, what a play! Woo!
And the amazing moves of Simmons. I mean, he's just so much fun to watch when he's got the ball in his hands.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. And coming into this season, questions about whether the Sixers could retain their star players. Well, Greg, they shuffled the decks, but they still have great talent.
Swapping in Al Horford for Jimmy Butler, Josh Richardson for J.J. Redick. The Sixers still in the mix to come out of the East.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Embiid.
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Richardson the pass to Simmons. To the middle. Here's Scott. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists in the game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's B. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Simmons got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter. No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Bulls trail by 15. B, guarded by Simmons. Down low, Carter makes it off the glass. Carter's got his first points of the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Thibault, the pass to Simmons. To the inside, and O'Quinn slams it in.
Guys, the passing ability and IQ of Ben Simmons, both amazing.
Levine feeling it out a bit. B, guarded by Simmons. No good from B.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Levine passes to B. Launches it. The shot, no good.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shoot.
And so it's Philadelphia finding a 15-point lead. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You have to like what we're seeing from B.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at the Bulls. Larkin and Carter are up front. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. And it's B in at the point guard position. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, B in that last game against the Nuggets was tremendous. He had 35 points. He was so skilled at earning trips to the line, he frustrated the defense in the process. This is why he's considered a star player. The way he carried his team was incredible. Kevin, we'll see if he can do it again tonight.
Excellent, David. Yeah, he was very assertive in that last game, making things happen.
Absolutely made his presence felt. And I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to get it going early here tonight.
Yeah, I agree. They really need him. I mean, they need his energy, and they need his talent on the floor.
Mark, you were so good at such an early age in your basketball career. At what point did you personally realize just how far the game could take you?
You know, it really resonated with me, Kevin, I think at a summer basketball camp at Miami of Ohio, when some of the better campers, high school campers, were asked to play with the college guys at night. And then during pickup games in my hometown of Cleveland with some of the Cleveland Cavaliers, Jim Jones and the late Terry Furlow and Mike Mitchell, and being able to compete somewhat with those guys at 15 and 16 years of age, and having them encourage me to keep going and that I'd have a chance to do what they were doing at the time, which was play pro ball.
And he goes in for the dunk.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And the dunk by Embiid.
Boy, Embiid wants to own the inside on both sides of the floor. He is a force in the paint and relishes hitting those boards.
B, guarded by Simmons, out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out east. You take a look at the 76ers. Right now, they've acquired the second-best record in the conference. And, of course, the Chicago Bulls, a few slots below them.
And seeing where the 76ers are, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Here's B. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. And that's now 24 points for B.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
Ennis kicks to Scott. Back to Ennis. Pass to Thibault. Shot clock at 6. Knocked away. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. So for the Bulls. Here's Burke. He's got 11. Pass to Embiid. Back to Burke. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And the Bulls making a change here. Markkanen's checked in. Bulls trail by 13. B. Burke covering. Markkanen can't get it to go.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and, you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for Philadelphia to start the 4th, Josh Richardson out there with Mike Scott. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn, and it's Smith, and it's Burke, and at the 1. Really left alone that time.
Coming into the league, Porter didn't have that. Now, after a ton of work, he's a long ball threat.
Burke, the pass to O'Quinn. And here is Burke. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Wendell Carter. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the 76ers.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
Here's Thibault, guarded by Levine. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Richardson. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Porter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on B. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th.
Yeah, they're starting to go in the wrong direction in terms of turnovers. It's slowly becoming a problem.
That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got his 6th assist on the night. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Chicago.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
6 on the shot clock. And O'Quinn kicks to Richardson. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the 76ers lead by 8.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Book it on the money from B.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
Here's Thibault, guarded by Levine. That's tipped. Here's Thibault. There's the pass to Burke. Lets the 3 fly. That one's not going to go. And the Bulls going the other way now. Here's Porter. Here's B. And the layup's good off the glass. And now it's just a 4-point 76ers lead.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Burke dishes to Scott. Oh, that's blocked.
And that's evidence that Markkanen is working on his defense, and it's critical that he does so. And blocks like this show he's making good strides.
Well, they left it until the 4th quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
I didn't think it was going to happen for them, quite honestly, but they finally turned it on, turned it up a little bit. Now they've got to come up with some stops.
And the 76ers call time here.
When you watch Lauri Markkanen play, it's easy to see how easy it is for him to put up points. Attacks from all spots on the floor and has a great touch on that shot, especially for a man his size.
And now we get a chance to check out our Jordan Player of the Game.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Brett Brown's huddle with his team. He told them, hey, guys, this is a close game, but if we execute right here, I like our chances. There's no need for hero ball. Trust one another. Make the simple play. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
And, Greg, I think they will. I mean, they're close enough to taste it. So they're going to keep that pressure on and keep coming at it.
11 feet away. Thibault can't get it to go. And really, Greg, the only knock on Markin is that he can be too passive at times.
And I suspect that will fade as he grows more comfortable in the league. You have to remember how young he is and missed a good amount of time with injury during that second year.
And it's tied up with that one.
He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
To take the lead, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Embiid. And he can't get the first one. And that drops, so they now lead by one.
Not an A-plus trip to the line, but he did get them the lead.
And Simmons kicks to Scott. Back to Simmons. Swiped away. Here's B. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Now here's Simmons. To the paint. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
You like Embiid's confidence and willingness to step up in the big moment.
And that'll be two free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Gets the first, and that ties the game up. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Bucket is good.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
From 11 feet away, no good from Simmons. Bulls are gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Really getting it done. B the pass to Carter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation.
He hits both from the stripe.
Nicely done. Without much separating these teams, that's when you have to make good at the line.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on B. That's his 5th foul. And Philadelphia calls time here. The score is tied 88. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the fourth. 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lobbed up there for Embiid. Count it!
And you know Embiid wants the ball in these situations. He wants that shot. He wants to come through for his team.
B the pass to Carter. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move. You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappeared.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. 6 to shoot. Here's Embiid. Money!
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Chicago calls timeout. They trail by 4. 7 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
Yeah, they're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg.